Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a treat for you today. We're going to talk about how to make it a bundle, how to boost your business with STAR's complete solutions. And we have Brianna Moriarty and Jon Levin with us here today to take us through all of the wonderful solutions that we have for you. So I'm going to kick it off to our great team today to get us started.
Thanks, Kristen. So as you mentioned, today we're going to talk about how you guys as VARs and ISVs can boost your sales by selling the complete STAR solution. So for a lot of you, if you are familiar with STAR Micronics, or even if you haven't done a lot of work with us, in the past, you might think of us as a printer company. STAR Micronics is very well known for our point of sale receipt printers, but over 45 years of innovation and leadership, we have become more than just a printer company and really have evolved into a full point of sale solutions provider. So we have a quick snapshot of some of the other products that we're offering below here: our cash drawers, tablet stands, health and safety solutions, scales, and kiosk printers, which we'll get into a little bit more detail about throughout the presentation. So we kind of have evolved from the printer guys to the one-stop shop for POS hardware. And over the last, year and a half, I think a lot of you guys have experienced issues with maintaining sales, with retailers and restaurants closing. So STAR, not only are we a solutions provider, but we are a solutions seller rather than just a product seller. And some key points that we want to touch on with this is that in solution sales, you're really focusing on what the end user needs, what the end result of the product is going to bring to them. So, improving their standard retail or restaurant processes, focusing on quantity over just quality over just price. We look at ourselves as trusted advisors, and we want you guys to be trusted advisors to your end users as well. So being able to consult them with the right products and solutions from STAR rather than just pushing the cheapest product you can find on Amazon, focusing on customer needs and your journey. And of course, when you guys are loyal to us, we are loyal back. We have partner programs in place and a really dedicated sales team and business development team that are willing to help every step of the way. So I'll turn it over to Jon to talk about some of our health and safety solutions.
Thanks, Brianna. Elephant in the room, right? The COVID-19 has really changed everything in our industry. As we go through waves, businesses opening, they have to take into account new considerations, and paramount for restaurants and retailers is keeping the shoppers safe and showing the shoppers that they're keeping them safe, because people won't patronize businesses that don't feel safe to them, or they feel like their health is at risk. So with that in mind, and even before COVID-19, we began to release a series of health and safety products with that in mind, with the idea of keeping businesses safe for the people working there and for the people shopping there, dining there. Some examples of these types of health and safety products are tamper-proof labels. So I think many people on this call have probably had the experience of maybe a few fries missing from your carry-out or delivery order. We've all been there. It's a little too easy for that driver to dip into your food. So we have tamper-proof labels that make it very evident when that bag or when that package has been tampered with or opened in any way. That should be COVID or no COVID. That should be a standard thing to just make delivery feel more safe and comfortable for the diners. Works on bags, works on drink cups, works on just about anything that you would deliver. Of course, on premise, we have to keep people safe as well. So we released a product we call the POS Shield, and you've seen similar types of products just about every store that you go to now. A physical but transparent barrier between you, the shopper, and the clerk serving you. And as we go through multiple waves of this pandemic, that becomes more critical than ever. So we designed our POS Shield not as a disposable product, but as a high quality product that's light and easy to move around your store as needed and adjust as you need it, but is going to last and not just end up in a landfill. And then our most recent addition to the health and safety series that we're really excited about is our antimicrobial covers, or our AMC lineup. And these are very literally a way to add a layer of protection onto all of your high touch surfaces. So these disable viruses and kill bacteria on all of your high touch surfaces to make them safe to touch. And it's a very visible thing. So stores, retailers, and restaurants can show their patrons that they are safe to be at that location. So this is a really exciting. Imagine on door handles, on around the bathroom and restrooms, on other parts of doors, high contact on the countertop maybe of a store, or even on the desks at schools. We've had customers using it in that way. So as people go back to school, it's really critical to keep these surfaces safe. It's a really great way to protect any environment that you might be involved in, not just from COVID, but from anything. This pandemic has really heightened everyone's awareness of disease and safety. So it's important to offer these types of products to your customers to help them open up and stay open. But of course, we're not just limited to health and safety products. Brianna, why don't you tell us a little bit about what else we've got besides our printer lineup?
Absolutely. So a couple of years ago, we were getting a lot of feedback from our ISV partners in the space, mostly in retail, asking for an integrated scale, and STAR delivered on that. So here we show our three models of scales, going from our most precise, which is really great for the cannabis market, which is still a very booming market today. While other retailers have maybe been forced to shut down, cannabis has been operating quite healthily.
Essential business, right?
Exactly. So, and then we have our middle scale. That's good for maybe like the jewelry or pawn shop type of space. And then all the way on the left side, you see our standard retail scale, and that is actually featuring our extended platter. So when you think about your farmers markets, delis, yogurt shops, those are really good examples of where the scale can be used to measure items up to 18 pounds. And that extended platter just simply adds a little more room for weighing multiple items and not having to weigh everything one at a time. And then earlier I mentioned our kiosk solution. So we do a number of kiosk solutions. We do both the open frame mechanism kiosks that would be featured in kiosks that are being shown here. We also have a lot of self-service applications. So our standard receipt printers being used with a durable tablet stand like our Mmunites, or those Elo Wallaby stands, just for kind of walking up, placing your order, whether it's at a deli or a QSR type of business. We see those type of self-service applications really growing, especially in the hospitality space. I think that they are going to be coming to retail very soon, as of course, COVID is limiting the amount of human interaction that we want to provide, as younger generations tend to make up more of the buying power and are so used to interacting with a tablet or a touch screen. We definitely see a lot of growth opportunity for kiosk.
I always say kiosks don't cough on you.
Absolutely. So we also have our enclosures and stands. I mentioned our Mmunites on the previous slide. What you see here is the three versions of our Mmunites for our mPOP, MC Print 3 printers, and our TSP 100s and 650s. With that, we also offer a variety of different sized enclosures for all of the commonly used tablets, and most recently, our universal enclosure. But STAR does a lot more than just standard hardware. It's not just a physical product that's part of the full solution. It's much more than that. So, Jon, how about you tell us about some of the integration and tech features that STAR offers?
Right. Products are great, but it takes a lot more than just the physical product, as Brianna mentioned, to provide a valuable solution to your customers or to build your solution yourself. So, a big part of what we do is focus on supporting our ISV community through a great integration team. We have developers on our staff to help people, work with our products. but a lot of really novel technologies to solve problems in what I call kind of the modern point of sale world. So, modern point of sale, you see a lot less Windows-based stuff, and in the traditional software, you see a lot of movement towards tablets, iOS, Android, web browser-based solutions, cloud solutions. That's the bulk of the solutions that we're seeing today. So part of what we focused a lot of energy on is developing ways for ISVs who are building these types of solutions to use our products very easily through SDKs, technologies like our Cloud Print for printing from the cloud, or Web Print from printing from a web browser. So these are very novel solutions for STAR products that really make them work well in that modern point of sale world. And of course, we're continually pushing the boundaries with those solutions. So we have our standard SDK now. So the SDK is what a developer is going to use to develop, make their iPad or Android application work with our products. So we've had our StarPrint SDK, which is a great product. And now we're advancing into our next generation of SDKs. We're calling the Star Expand SDK. So we've seen a big movement towards things like React Native. These are technologies you might have heard from developers, cross-platform development tools. So we've done a lot of focus on, okay, that's where developers are developing. We need to provide the tools to help them to do that. So that's a big focus for us now, and you're seeing releases from Star in support of that. So we're always trying to stay at least a step ahead of the market. So wherever our developer partners are, we're ready for them. We're also on GitHub now. So for those of you that aren't familiar with GitHub, that's kind of a place where developers can go to get code examples, share code, request help one another. It's a really nice developer community. And all of our SDKs are now available on GitHub as well, and you can interact with Star on GitHub, get support that you need, share ideas, and what have you. So we're very focused on providing solutions to our ISV partners and really being the easiest to work with. That's our ultimate goal. So that's kind of the technical ISV side. But of course, Brianna, tell us about partnership. How can we help our ISVs and our resellers partner with Star as part of the solution?
Absolutely. So we talked about all of these STAR solutions that we offer and how it can, help you guys offer a more complete solution to your end users, increase share of wallet, help you get more revenue. But the best way for us to help you do that is through our Empower program. So if you are not currently part of the Empower program and you resell STAR hardware or integrate with STAR hardware, I want you guys right now to scan that QR code. It'll take you to the registration page and make sure you're signed up. So some of the benefits,
free.
Yes, it's completely free. It's really designed to bring value back into the channel. So some of the benefits of the STAR Empower program is that when you sign up, you will receive discounts on every single piece of STAR hardware that you order. So it's not limited to just printers. If you want to tack on those cash drawers or scales or stands for your end user, you're going to get the discounts on all of those products. Of course, we have our dedicated sales team and our business development and marketing team ready to support you guys with big opportunities or projects, development resources from STAR's integration team, as Jon mentioned. Within the partner portal, once you register for the Empower program, those large deals or projects that you have coming up, you can actually register them so that we can help you make sure that you're getting the pricing that you need and the stock that you need for those upcoming projects. And then on that partner portal, you will have access to a custom dashboard that is completely all about your sales, the products that you're buying, your marketing benefits, and you can kind of use that as a tool to interact with the STAR team and know where your current status is on the program. I also want to emphasize that once you're in the program, no matter how your sales fluctuate, we are not going to kick you out. It's free to join and it's available to all of our partners. So with that said, the real benefits of the program, once you can bundle and upsell, it's going to, help increase your revenues, create new market opportunities. And we've basically kind of designed all of these products and became a solution provider to help empower our VARs and our ISVs to increase their share of wallet as well. Of course, as Jon mentioned, we have our dedicated integration team, and they can help with development and support throughout supporting new star products. And we give you guys opportunities to create recurring revenue with our receipt printer, our AMC product. It's recommended that it be replaced every 6 months. So if you get a chain of restaurants or retail stores using that product, that's a pretty nice recurring revenue to have on a biannual basis. And that is all we have for today. Any questions? And I do really quickly want to disclose, there was a disclaimer that we did not include in here about the AMC. We want to make it clear that while it does help reduce transfer of germs, it does not 100% guarantee to kill the coronavirus, the COVID-19 virus, or keep you from getting it with the AMC covers.
All right, great. Do we have any questions in the chat? Let's take a look. Right, we have one hand raised from Cameron. Cameron, do you have any questions that you can drop into the chat? Let's see, are we able to request samples of the antimicrobial tape through the portal? Great presentation.
Absolutely. So we do not do any direct sales. So you can't necessarily request through the portal, but you can request a sample kit from your Blue Star distributor or any of your preferred distributors.
What I can do is while we're here, I'll also drop the part number for the sample pack into the chat for you and anyone else who's interested. Our second question that we have is, when are the scales going to be approved for use in Canada?
Yes, that's one that's been dogging me for a little bit now. Yeah, unfortunately, that project keeps kind of getting delayed a little bit, but we're looking at probably at the start of the year, roughly at the start of the new year, with everything kind of going on in the world. That's a lot of lead times and things like that are a bit up in the air, but that's kind of what we're targeting. Glad to hear there's inquiries though.
Does anyone have any other questions about any of our other products, how to obtain them? Okay, let's see here. So the universal M enclosure, how big of a tablet will that one hold?
So that will hold up to, good examples, the large screen iPads. I think they're 12.9 inches. So it will expand enough to hold a tablet of that size.
Awesome. And then we have another question as well. What is the website for the Empower program?
It is starmicronics.com/partner portal.
And I just dropped it in the chat as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Does the universal?
Yeah, go ahead. You saw it, Jon? Go ahead.
Yep. Does the universal stand have a locking feature? Yes, it does. So it does have a lock and key, so you can secure the tablet in the stand, which is another very nice feature to have. Protect your investments.
Okay. Are the enclosures built for PC tablets like MS Surface, etc.?
Sure. Yep, absolutely. So yeah, we've tested it with things like Surface, iPad, Samsung tablets. We can provide a list of tablets that we verified to fit.
Awesome. Does it have a vase amount?
It does. Yep. Brianna, do you remember the Visa dimensions? I always forget off the top of my head, but yes, it is Visa mount. So it will go on our M-Unite enclosures or most other kind of Visa mount stands and things like that.
And thank you, Cameron.
Yes, thank you, Cameron. We love you too.
All right, and let's see here. I just got a weird error on the Empower portal. That's strange. I'm able to get it without an issue. I'll drop the link in again. Maybe I have a funky link.
For that page specifically, you have to make sure you're using the HTTPS website address.
Awesome. All right, any other questions before we wrap this up? Great, well, thank you everybody so much. We really appreciate your time. And as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us and we will answer any questions that you have.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.